on a Sunday afternoon from downtown Danbury, Connecticut. This is Danbury Hattricks hockey, and it starts right now on the Hattricks Digital Network. Hello again, Hattricks fans. Doug Latuca with you for the final game of the 3-3 weekend and the third game of a 9-game homestand for the Hattricks. Sunday matinee, first of 4, coming up over the next couple of weeks for the Hattricks here in Danbury. Today's game will be followed up with a skate with the Hattricks opportunity. Just need to have a game ticket, so we'll see you for the upcoming Sunday games. If you need skates, you can rent them, but that will be happening after the final horn sounds tonight in the final game of this weekend. Hattricks successful in the first 2 games of the weekend, and last night wacky and wild all over the place between the Hattricks and the River Sharks. The final ended up 10-4 in that game. The Hattricks had 3 different players record 4 points: Josh LaBelle, Johnny Ruiz, and Daniel McKittrick. LaBelle with 2 goals and 2 assists, 4 points overall. Back-to-back multi-point games for the 6'6" defenseman, and points in 5 straight games, 12 during that span. As for McKittrick, his offensive production continues to soar. 3 assists and a goal last night, 4 straight multi-point games for the 26-year-old winger, and points in 5 consecutive contests, 13 over that span, 11 assists. And the man of the hour, the last one on that list to record 4 points, Captain Johnny Ruiz, leads the team in goals, points, power play goals, and game-winning goals. Back-to-back games with a game-winning goal after picking one up last night. 5 straight multi-point games for Ruiz, 13 points during that span. That all since the birth of his first child. 6 straight games with a point for Johnny Ruiz. And he's playing a very familiar opponent, the Black Bears. 17 points in 13 previous games against Binghamton this season. He had the hat trick last night, did Ruiz, 3 goals and an assist in that 10-4 Danbury victory. Significant because it's one of the few times the Hattricks have reached double digits. Now you have to go back to October 22nd, 2022, a 12-5 win over Delaware to find the last time the Hattricks eclipsed 9 goals and got into double digits. A 12-5 victory over Delaware. They put up 10 against Binghamton on January of 2022. That was January 15th, 2022, a 10-7 win over the Black Bears in a barn burner. The Hattricks scoring 10 goals in that game en route to a victory. Very similar to how it went last night. For the Hattricks, though, the end of the game resulted in a couple of suspensions. Jared Yao and Steve Brown both missing tonight's game. Yao is suspended for next weekend's opening game against Port Huron on Friday the 1st. Yao, for boarding, was assessed a game misconduct, tossed from the game. It was about a minute remaining anyway in the contest, but laid a boarding hit along the Hattricks bench. He's done for 2 games, and as for Steve Brown, he is out for using a derogatory term. 1 game for Steve Brown does not affect his 4-game total. He signed a 4-game PTO earlier on this week. Did not play on Friday, but did play yesterday and is now suspended for 1 game. Hattricks enter tonight's game at 21, 15, and 4 with 61 points, third of the Empire. Black Bears are 27, 5, and 6, 85 points, first in the division. They've run away with it. They've been at the top of the standings all season long, really in a battle with Columbus for the top spot in the league. Time for the anthem here in Danbury. Sunday fun day inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Final game of the 3-3 weekend. Hattricks and Black Bears meeting for the first time this weekend. And the 14th matchup of 18 this year between the two teams. Final game of February for the Hattricks. Danbury has won 4 straight games after starting the month 0-3-2. They've rattled off 4 straight wins, 2 in Watertown last weekend, and 2 on Friday and Saturday versus Elmira. Hattricks finishing off the sweep of the River Sharks last night. Decisive 10-4 win. And on Friday, a 3-2 victory for Danbury. Hattricks enter at 21, 15, and 4, 61 points, third in the division. Binghamton is 27, 5, and 6 with 85 points, tops the Empire division. This game, 41 of the regular season. The Hattricks and Black Bears, 14th meeting of 18 this year. And the Hattricks have topped Binghamton in 4 of the last 6 meetings between the two sides. Hattricks start with Johnny Ruiz, John Scully, and Daniel McKittrick, Josh LaBelle and Xavier Abdella on the back end. As for Binghamton, it's Tyson Kirkby, Austin Thompson, and Andrew Butero, Jake Schultz, and Daniel Stone on defense. And we are underway. Sunday hockey here in Danbury. Hattricks moving left to right in the opening period. Scrum forward along the near side boards. It's picked free. And the Black Bears reset. 30 seconds gone by, first period. Hattricks and Black Bears from inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Right circle face-off. Chase Harwell on the ice with Nick DiNicola and Connor Woolley. Samuel Tetro paired with Zach Pamelaid on defense. Hattricks making some changes defensively following the 2 suspensions to Jared Yao and Steve Brown. They'll dress 5 tonight. Zach Pamelaid dropping back to play with Tetro. The extra is Henning. So 5 defensemen, 9 forwards for a Hattricks team that is missing Brandon Stoichevsky, Corey Cunningham, and a couple others as Harwell's shot ramps into the netting. And a whistle about a minute into the first period. Starting netminders, Liam Murray mans the Hattricks goal. Last played in Watertown on Sunday. Stopped 32 of 33 Wolves shots. First start where he allowed less than 3+ goals. Also might be a coincidence that he did not face 35+ shots for the first time all season in a start. And the Hattricks dominated that one 5-1. It was their second win in what has started for the Hattricks 4 straight. In the other net, it is Nolan Egbert. Last time the Black Bears were in Danbury on the 13th of January. Egbert was up here in the broadcast booth helping out the Binghamton side, but he gets the start tonight, makes a glove save there off the rush. An offensive zone faceoff upcoming. Egbert, this is 26th time dressed. He's 7-2 and 1 with a 3.23 goals against average, .882 save percentage. Connor McAnanima, the usual starter for Binghamton, did not make the trip, dealing with an illness. He has been the typical netminder for Binghamton against the Hattricks thus far this season. Teams very familiar with each other, but haven't played since January 19th and 20th in Binghamton. Mentioned matchup 14 of 18 this season between the sides. Samuel Tetro grabbed his first professional goal last night to his D partner Xavier Abdella and up to Johnny Ruiz. 5 straight games with multi-points. Fakes the shot, then lets it go, and it deflects into the netting. 2 minutes and 4 seconds in to period number 1. Hattricks taking care of Elmira in the first 2 games of this weekend trio. 3-2 on Friday, 10-4 last night. For those wondering, the most goals scored in a Hattricks game, 12. Back in October of 2022, 12-5 win over Delaware. Hattricks 2 off of that total. But Danbury had 3 different scorers with 4 points. All but 4 skaters recorded a point in the win last night. Multi-goal effort for Connor Woolley, who whacks at a wobbling puck, sends it back for Abdella, sprints after it. Andrew Logar on his tail, prying it free. Abdella strong on his stick, wheels around the net, and streaks right up the gut. Dangling at the red line, whips it in, awkward bounce, shot in front, swept aside at the last minute by Dan Weber. And a tape-to-tape feed, Andrew Logar flips it in, paddled down by Murray. Logar chasing Dustin Henning, who flips it around the boards. Skate to Zinchenko, tape-to-tape, Juwan Davis. He'll float it in, dart to the bench for a change. About 3.5 gone, first period. McKittrick forces a turnover. Ruiz flips it in, gets there first on the backhand. Ruiz around the net, surveys, drops for Scully. In the corner up top, McKittrick shoots, blocked into the netting. And an offensive zone face-off upcoming for the Hattricks. Danbury, winners of 4 straight points in 5 consecutive games. As for Binghamton, they're winners of 3 straight and 6 of their last 8 games. Ruiz wins the face-off. Tetro rims it around. Scully touches. Getting theirs first is Andrew Utoro. Tetro pestered from behind by Austin Thompson. Locates McKittrick, can't clear. Tyson Kirkby, the Binghamton leader, in goals. And on the forecheck, and Scully shovels it into the Binghamton zone. Binghamton in the white jerseys, black pants, white socks. Hattricks, black tops, black pants, and black socks. Connor Smith digging at it behind the net. Woolley switches direction. Outlet pass intended for Dina Cola. LaBelle swats at it. And a cross-ice pass into the skates of Justin Samaro. Woolley dangling out of trouble. Henning reverses Abdella. Quick up for Dina Cola. Flips it cross corner. We've played 5 minutes, first period, no score. 1 shot that belongs to the Hattricks. An easy glove save for Nolan Egbert. Black Bears gain the zone. Connor Smith handing off. Samaro returns. Smith walks, shoots. Save Murray. He engulfed it on the wrist shot from the left circle. No score. We've played about 5 minutes. You're watching Danbury Hattricks hockey on the Hattricks Digital Network. Fans, stop by TK's American Cafe on White Street in Danbury and try one of their 76 amazing wing flavors. Visit tksamericancafe.com for more information. Danbury Parking Authority. Park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game. Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. Dr. Jared DiLorenzo is a proud member of the Danbury Hattricks medical team. Stop by and see them on North Street in downtown Danbury. Feeling good is an option, and they can get you there. Buzz 8 Appliance Scratch and Dent Outlet is the local leader for appliances and household wares. Do you like to eat? They have a refrigerator. Do you want clean clothes? They have a washer. They got it all. It's Buzz 8 Appliance. Coltech, the founder of Plastic Chamber Technology. Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, no score. Hattricks and Black Bears, 14th meeting of 18 this season. And the only meeting here in February. Hattricks break in. Michael Falanga centering the line with Davis and Zinchenko. Heading on defense with Abdella. Falanga switches spots with Zinchenko. Peels back, looking for help. Filters it across Tetro. Angle down low, up top. Zinchenko shoots. Airmailed it, and it rims around. Tetro, high to low, bangs off the backboards. Davis took a hit up high. He races to the bench. Weber. Outlet pass sprung off the blade of Samaro, and Pamelaine calling for the puck. Gets it. Ruiz chips it in. Gets it back on the backhand. Shoots! Shoulder save, a rebound. Swatted wide by Scully. Josh Fletcher fending off the check of Ruiz. Darts up the right side and slings it in. Murray, backhand feed for Tetro, right up the middle for Ruiz. Ruiz left side for McKittrick, shoots, pad save, rebound, chipped over the net. Daniel Stone possesses. About 6.5 off the clock, first period. No score, Hattricks and Black Bears. Jake Schultz lumbers in after it. Smears Pamelaine to the boards. LaBelle's outlet through Scully all the way down. And it's an icing on the Hattricks. Danbury has rattled off 4 straight wins, points in 5 consecutive games. Before that win streak, Hattricks had lost 5 straight and 6 of 8. It was a tough start to February. Since then, a trip to Watertown got Danbury back on track. And last night, really the cherry on top of what has been forming over the last couple of games and what this Hattricks team can put together offensively when healthy. And Hattricks still dealing with injuries and suspensions. Corey Cunningham and Brandon Stoychevsky out with upper body injuries. Jared Yow and Steve Brown suspended. Woolley had 2 goals last night. Shoots. Blocker save Egbert. It's scooped up on the far side and shoveled out to center. Josh LaBelle retrieves back-to-back multi-point games for the 6'6" D-man and points in 5 straight. Acquired from Columbus earlier in the year. Binghamton in. Pass inside. Elevated and engulfed by Murray. Binghamton in sole possession of first place and well ahead of the Hattricks, 24 points in front of Danbury. As for Motor City, they are 18 points, they're 17 points in front for the top spot. Right circle draw, a tie-up for it, Spitz to Davis. Now the headband for Zinchenko. Steps over the line, shoots, steered away by Egbert. Zinchenko went tumbling to the ice, gets back to his skates, and Kirkby leads the rush. Danbury stands up in the neutral zone. Pamelaine backtracking. Zinchenko fights through a stick check. Up the middle, pulled, his shot was blocked. And Weber shielding McKittrick. Pass grazes off the skate of Pamelaine. Samaro engages with Pamelaine behind the net. Samaro looking for a call, does not get one. Gets back to his skates, and meanwhile a turnover in front, backhander stopped. And the rebound covered with the glove by Murray. After the whistle, some pushing and shoving, Schultz and Pamelaine. Schultz dropped his right glove. And will there be penalties? More jawing between these teams. That's been the theme of the games thus far this season. Black Bears had plenty of success early in the season series, won 6 of the first 7 games, 19 of a possible 21 points, but the Hattricks have taken down Binghamton in 4 of the last 6. If you go back to that 4-game, 2-weekend series between the Hattricks on the 12th and 13th of January, 19th and 20th. The teams flopped wins. Hattricks won the first game of both weekends. Binghamton winning the second game. Ruiz leads McKittrick behind the D, and he airmailed it. Ricochets off the end boards, and the Black Bears start their rush. Up the left wing, it's Peter Izzo at his pro debut. Josh Fletcher corrals, sends it up top. Schultz, left side walk, shoots, rang it off the post. more like the outside of the net. Fed in front, Schultz shoots. Fired it high. Scully sends it all the way down. Not enough for icing. Hattricks make changes. Outlet pass off the stick of Thompson. LaBelle elevated, looking for Woolley. And it's at icing. They could not connect. Hattricks with Harwell, DiNicola, and Woolley on. LaBelle and Abdella, the defensive pairs. Hattricks will be mixing and matching on defense this season. Tonight rather, with just 5 defensemen dressed. DiNicola, chip and chase, 2-on-1. Left side, Woolley for Harwell, shoots, fanned. It's sticked aside by Egbert, and the Black Bears the other way. Lofted, looking for Kirkby, rolls in, and Murray puts his glove on top to get the whistle. And takes us to a timeout. No score more than midway through the first period. Hattricks and Black Bears right here on the Hattricks Digital Network. Coca-Cola is the official beverage of the Danbury Hattricks. Our Coke will make you smile. Fairfield County Bank, the official bank of the Danbury Hattricks. It's where the Hattricks bank, and the tellers wear the Danbury Hattricks top hat. Fairfield County Bank is the hometown bank of the Danbury Hattricks and are proud to support their hometown team. Texas Roadhouse, located on Newtown Road in Danbury, opened its doors locally in 2017 and is known for hand-cut steaks, cactus blossom, fall-off-the-bone ribs made from scratch sides, and fresh-baked bread. The restaurant prides itself on its legendary food, legendary service, and legendary fun. La Quinta. For a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hattricks Friends and Family rate. You can't beat it. La Quinta. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the Hattricks official printing partner. You want it printed? Call. Back in Danbury, no score. More than 10 minutes played in the first period. Shots are even at 5. Sunday afternoon hockey. First Sunday matchup of the season for the Hattricks. They'll play 4 more this season. 2 in March and 1 in April. Face off to the left of Liam Murray. Kirkby and Harwell. Harwell wins it for the Hattricks. Pamelayan rims it around the boards and out to center. JT Walters, alternate captain for the Black Bears, bangs it off the boards for Thompson, turned it over. Hattricks ice the puck. Five shots apiece, no goals. Murray, the netminder for Danbury. Egbert for Binghamton. Connor McCullum had started 5 of the last 6 games for the Hattricks. Anderson unloads, blocked in front, and Woolley corralled momentarily, slipped off his stick to Anderson. As for Binghamton, Connor McAnanima did not travel with the team. Fell ill on Friday and has not played this weekend. Harwell tripped up, delayed penalty. Hattricks lead the rush left to right. Tetro shoots, pinballs around. It's touched up, and the Hattricks head to the power play for the first time tonight. Hattricks have been red hot on the man advantage. 3 for 5 in the 10-4 win last night versus Elmira. 5 straight games with a power play goal, and 13 for their last 54, dating back to the Watertown series. Scully swept it wide. Someone to keep an eye on. All 5 of his goals this season on the power play. Fletcher the other way, flips it in front. Ruiz defending, taken away. Thompson shoots wide. A couple opportunities in tight. Fenn on the first shot, second one flung wide. Binghamton clears, 30 seconds off the Hattricks power play. Binghamton's kill, second in the FPHL, 29%. Hattricks still sitting in 9th on the power play in the FPHL. Mentioned they're 13 for the last 54, it's 24%. Hattricks average 18% this season on the power play. At one time, that number was down to 10%, so the Hattricks making the slow climb. Hamalain, shoulder fake, curls back at the left point. Finds Ruiz. 50 seconds on the power play, 7:40 left in the period. Low lefty Nicola, locates Falanga, straight away Woolley, shoots, save Egbert, and no rebound. The penalty, Connor Smith at 11:08 for tripping. Hattricks changed their top power play unit. Hattricks have made 2 changes on this power play already. Started with the unit on the ice, then deferred to the second unit. Now Ruiz on, shoots, blocked, goes after the rebound. McKittrick on the backhand, kick save, and it spits to Harwell in the far corner. Slap attempt kept in. Low to high, LaBelle left side, shoots, deflected by Scully into the midsection of Egbert. Good rebound control from both netminders through the first 12 plus minutes of action. Far circle draw, Scully and Fletcher. Scully wins it back for LaBelle. Sauce pass McKittrick, return LaBelle. They play catch. LaBelle winds, blocked, back to LaBelle, shoots! Pinballed around, clear attempt off a stanchion and out to center. 7 minutes to play. Final 3 seconds on the Hattricks power play, and Ruiz flipped it out of play. Face off still being determined. And they'll put it to the right of Egbert. Final 2 seconds on the Hattricks power play. Have to watch Smith streaking out of the box. Big face-off upcoming. Kirkby and Falanga. Woolley, DiNicola, Henning, and Abdella, the other 4 Hattrick skaters. Officials fixing a rough patch in the ice. Just outside the ring of the circle. A tie up. It sailed out to center. Hattricks 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Jesse Anderson slips it for Smith all the way down. No icing. Hit off of a hat trick. Abdella up for Woolley. Taken away by Smith. And Woolley picks it right back before icing the puck all the way down. Both teams still filling each other out. At one point in this season, they had played each other what seemed like every weekend. They haven't played in about a month since January 20th in Binghamton. A 6-2 Black Bears win. Hattricks came from behind the night prior, 4-3 winners. Cunningham scoring the game-winning goal with 45 seconds remaining. That after Harwell had tied the game with under 2.5 to play. Puck tipped into the stands. Souvenir for a lucky fan. Stands starting to fill up. here at the Danbury Ice Arena. First Sunday game of the season out of 4. And everyone with a game ticket can skate with the Hattricks players right at the conclusion of this contest. The NA3HL Danbury Hattricks are set to play at 7 p.m. tonight. So FPHL, then a skate with the Hattricks, and then more hockey at 7. Puck slipped up the backside of the net. Harwell dislodges it from his skates. Hard pass for Pamelayan, who lofts it off the boards. Final 5.5 of the first period. Batted down by Zinchenko. Davis sprints after it, lifted the stick of Logar, who shoveled it far side. Scooping it up in stride is Liam Anderson. Gave it away to LaBelle, who turned it right back over at center. Charging in, Thompson. Smeared by Abdella along the boards. Puck spits out, turnaround wrister. Glove down by Murray. And the final timeout of the first period. No score, Hattricks and Black Bears. Final 5 coming up on the Hattricks Digital Network. Dr. Matt Hartsburg is an official member of the Danbury Hattricks medical team. Hartsburg Chiropractic is cutting-edge chiropractic care right here in your backyard. Check out Hartsburg Chiropractic and get on the road to a pain-free hockey season. Blue Light Electric is a proud sponsor of the Danbury Hattricks. Blue Light Electric happily provides service to all parts of Connecticut, performing high-quality electrical work for residential and commercial properties. Blue Light Electric is always accepting new customers. Litchfield Distillery. It's the spirit of hard work. The Batchers of Litchfield Distillery, in honor of the early farmers of Northwest Connecticut, present to you the locally made Litchfield Distillery bourbon, vodka, and gin. Grab a beverage at the Rabbit Hole and hoist the barrel with the Hattricks. Stony Hill Dental Care has served as the leader and preferred provider of dental care in Bethel, Connecticut. Go see Dr. K. He'll make you look like $1 million and feel like it too. The official team dentist of the Danbury Hattricks. We welcome you back inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Hattricks and Black Bears knotted at 0. Final game of the 3-3 for the Hattricks. The first of back-to-back 3-3 weekends for Danbury. Port Huron in town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week. Ruiz. Pass intended for Scully, turned back, and Tetro slaps it in. Through Abdella, Kirkby races up the right side, shouldered by Tetro, who wins the battle, spins off a check, gave it away to Schultz. Tied up with McKittrick, and swatted it below the goal line. Abdella zigzags in front, and streaks to open ice. Abdella in deep. Puck deflected off the back of the net. Hattricks making partial changes. No one in the offensive zone. Woolley shoved by Stone. His dump in blocked by Pamelayan. And Woolley resets things in the Hattrick zone with 3:45 on the clock. First period. DiNicola into the zone, right side, drops Harwell, shoots! Fought off by Egbert. High rising shot from Harwell. Logar one-hands it into the Hattrick zone. Henning, his bank try kept in, and then squirts out as Henning was applying pressure to Logar at the blue line. Elevated pass, too far for Woolley. Jesse Anderson, Binghamton's leader in assists, wanders through center. Pass too hot to handle. And they play ping pong at center before LaBelle darts in. Through to Zinchenko, airmailed the shot, wheels around Tetro. His bid wide, rebound Zinchenko, shot it off the side of the net. It's pitchforked free. And Logar starts the rush, 1-on-4 into the Hattrick zone. Sauces it in, Murray on the backhand, gave it away, pass in front, they score! Murray mishandles, Black Bears capitalize, it's 1-0 Binghamton with about 2.5 to go, first period. Murray has struggled playing the puck this season. It came back to bite him in his previous starts in Binghamton. And tonight, it costs him the game's opening goal. So the Black Bears on the board first. We'll get the scoring on the goal once it comes in. Puck is flipped into the Hattricks bench. And a whistle. The goal is Andrew Uturo, assisted by Andrew Logar at 17:28 of the first period. For Uturo, it's his third of the season, that 6th point. He was playing in the NCDC with the Utah Grizzlies. Before coming over to Binghamton. The last 2 minutes of the opening period, Hattricks trailing 1-0. Scully lays the boom in front of the Binghamton bench. McKittrick chips ahead, starts the rush. Left side, McKittrick shoots, save Egbert. And no rebound. Shots are 10-6 Hattricks, but Binghamton cashing in on the one mistake of the period by Murray. Miscommunication. Hattricks had 3 or 4 black jerseys in the D zone. Murray reversed it. No one was there. Logar connecting with Uturo. And it's 1-0. Harwell and Logar on the faceoff. Logar took a tumble. Binghamton clears out to center. Izzo breaks in. Feathers it near side. Fletcher wraparound. Swept away by LaBelle. Hamalayan chops it at the blue line. Kept in. Wobbling puck. LaBelle angles for Harwell. Steps over the line. Releases. Kick save Egbert. Woolley in the corner. Took a high stick. And the Hattricks get the call. Second power play of the afternoon for Danbury. 0 for 1 on their first try. And trying to make it 6 straight games with a power play goal. So the final minute and 10 seconds, first period. Woolley checking for blood, and there is none. It's a 2-minute for high sticking. Black Bears win the face-off. McKittrick keeps along the near boards. Clear attempt, blocked down. Scully shoots, save. And Egbert's got it. More shoving after the whistle. What's new between these two teams? Stone, the guilty party, high sticking at 18:51 as the Hattricks set on this power play. Kirkby and Ruiz for the face-off. They wrestle for it in the right corner. 4 black jerseys, 2 white. They're picking for it, looking for the puck. Still there, 40 to go in the period, 30 off the power play clock. And it's swiped out to center. LaBelle had 2 goals last night, 1 on the power play. Leads Scully. Right wing, drops off LaBelle. Wrist shot just wide. Had the far post open. Egbert didn't see it. Final 15 of the period. LaBelle shoots wide. Chopped off the back of the net. Ruiz with 5. LaBelle to McKittrick with 2. Inside, and that's it for the opening period. Black Bears strike first at 17:28. Andrew Utoro from Andrew Logar on a miscommunication between Liam Murray and his defense. Easy tap-in goal for Utoro's 3rd of the season. And a 1-0 Binghamton advantage. 3rd game of this weekend for the Hattricks. They're in the middle of a 9-game homestand. This is the 3rd game. Back home for 3 more next weekend, 2 the following. And the 9th and final game of this extended homestand is a Friday game versus Elmira on the 15th before Danbury hits the road for 4 consecutive games. A shot from center ice for 5 free wings from TK's American Cafe on White Street.
5 free chicken wings from TK's American Cafe. TK is located on 255 White Street in Danbury. Great place for wings. Great place
Opportunity for everyone in attendance to get their 5 free wings. Absolutely delicious. If you haven't tried them, you have to. The Hattricks wings are off the charts. It's 1-0 Binghamton after 20 minutes of play. We'll see you back in about 18 minutes for period number 2 from the Danbury Ice Arena. Sunday afternoon hockey right here on the Hattricks Digital Network.
All right, let's meet our contestants here.
Sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you, yeah.
I'm Jared. We're at the River Brewery right now, helping them pack up some cans.
Yep, trying this beautiful specialty New England IPA that you can get.
Hey, Zach, throw me a beer.
Got it, buddy.
Oh. I gotta catch those. I gotta work on my hands.
This guy.
Back in Danbury, Black Bears 1, Hattricks nothing after 20 minutes of play. Doug Latuca with you on the Hattricks Digital Network. Despite Danbury outshooting Binghamton 16-6, most of the Hattricks shots were from the outside. A couple opportunities thanks to 2 power plays in the period where Egbert had to be on top of his game. He made all the saves, glove was working, kicked out a couple as well. As for Liam Murray on the other side, just the one mistake. Turned the puck over behind the net, vacated cage, and an easy tap-in for Andrew Utoro, and a 1-0 Binghamton advantage after 1 period of play. Today, the first of 4 Sunday matinees for the Hattrick this season. 1 here in February, 2 coming up in March, and 1 in April. And you can skate with the Hattricks. All you need is a game ticket. You can skate with the Hattricks after the conclusion of the game. That's what I bet most of the fans in attendance tonight will be doing. And players, you can interact with them, get some pictures, learn to skate. If you've never skated, hop on, why not? Give it a try. Should be a lot of fun. And the Hattricks with 6 more home games after this one in a row. So if you missed out, if you're at home, you have other obligations on a Sunday afternoon, don't worry, you have plenty of opportunities moving forward. Try next weekend, Friday and Saturday, and clear out your Sunday as well. 7:30, 7 and 3. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Should be a lot of fun. And if you like promotions, well, the month of March is for you. It is loaded, and I mean absolutely loaded to the brim with promotions. The schedule can be found on danburyhattricks.com. Go under the community menu. Promotion schedule is there. 20 promotions over 7 games in the month of March. So that just means opportunities for free tickets, and whatever you're looking for, the Hattricks can deliver it. The Hattricks trying to level this game right back up. Just the 1 goal in the period. Not much else from both of these sides. A pretty quiet period, lethargic at times. Both teams sloppy in the neutral zone. Not much sustained pressure from either side. Hattricks with the 2 power plays of the period did not score. And the penalties assessed to Connor Smith at 11:08 for tripping, and Daniel Stone 18:51 high sticking. The Binghamton goal, Andrew Utoro from Andrew Logar at 17:28. And it is 1-0 Binghamton after 1 period of play. About 10 minutes away from second period action. You're watching Sunday afternoon hockey right here on the Hattricks Digital Network. Fans, stop by TK's American Cafe on White Street in Danbury and try one of their 76 amazing wing flavors. Visit tksamericancafe.com for more information. Danbury Parking Authority. Park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game. Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. Dr. Jared DiLorenzo is a proud member of the Danbury Hattricks medical team. Stop by and see them on North Street in downtown Danbury. Feeling good is an option, and they can get you there. Buzz 8 Appliance Scratch and Dent Outlet is the local leader for appliances and household wares. Do you like to eat? They have a refrigerator. Do you want clean clothes? They have a washer. They got it all. It's Buzz 8 Appliance. Coltec, the founder of Plastic Chamber Technology, is headquartered locally in Brookfield. Coltech is family-owned and operated with experience in the drainage industry dating back to the 50s. When you're talking drainage and stormwater, Coltech is the world leader. Contact them today at coltech.com. Coca-Cola is the official beverage of the Danbury Hattricks. Our Coke will make you smile. Fairfield County Bank, the official bank of the Danbury Hattricks. It's where the Hattricks bank and the tellers wear the Danbury Hattricks top hat. Fairfield County Bank is the hometown bank of the Danbury Hattricks and are proud to support their hometown team. Texas Roadhouse, located on Newtown Road in Danbury, opened its doors locally in 2017 and is known for hand-cut steaks, cactus blossom, fall-off-the-bone ribs made from scratch sides, and fresh-baked bread. The restaurant prides itself on its legendary food, legendary service, and legendary fun. La Quinta. For a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hattricks Friends and Family rate. You can't beat it. La Quinta. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the Hattricks official printing partner. You want it printed? Call Tina and let them get it inked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions. They can do it all. Locally owned and printed on paper from Connecticut trees. Dr. Matt Hartsburg is an official member of the Danbury Hattricks medical team. Hartsburg Chiropractic is cutting-edge chiropractic care right here in your backyard. Check out Hartsburg Chiropractic and get on the road to a pain-free hockey season. Blue Light Electric is a proud sponsor of the Danbury Hattricks. Blue Light Electric happily provides service to all parts of Connecticut, performing high-quality electrical work for residential and commercial properties. Blue Light Electric is always accepting new customers. Litchfield Distillery. It's the spirit of hard work. The Batchers of Litchfield Distillery, in honor of the early farmers of Northwest Connecticut, present to you the locally made Litchfield Distillery bourbon, vodka, and gin. Grab a beverage at the Rabbit Hole and hoist the barrel with the Hattricks. Stony Hill Dental Care has served as the leader and preferred provider of dental care in Bethel, Connecticut. Go see Dr. K. He'll make you look like $1 million and feel like it too. The official team dentist of the Danbury Hattricks. Sunday afternoon hockey right here in downtown Danbury resumes now. Hattricks and Black Bears, middle period, 1-0 Binghamton after one. Doug Latuca with you on the Hattricks Digital Network. Thanks so much for joining us. Third game of the weekend. Hattricks successful in the first two games, both against Elmira. 3-2 tightly played contest on Friday. Hattricks had a 3-0 lead. Elmira chipped away late in the second, early in the third, but 15 straight minutes of no goals. Connor McCullum, magnificent in that third period. And the Hattricks held on, winning 3-2. And last night, not as competitive. How about a 10-4 pounding of the River Sharks to sweep the weekend set? And now the third and final game of this trio, this 3-3 weekend. And the Hattricks in a 1-goal hole. Black Bears and Hattricks meeting for the first time since January 20th. About a month ago, the Hattricks and Black Bears played 4 consecutive games spanning 2 weekends. Started on the 12th and 13th here at home for the Hattricks. A shootout win 5-4 and a 4-1 loss the following night. The following weekend, the 19th and 20th, very similar results. Hattricks winners the first game, come from behind victory at that 4-3 win, and then lost 6-2 the next night. Second period, Hattricks move right to left. Puck is dropped. Danbury starting on the power play for the next 40 seconds. The carryover from the Daniel Stone penalty. McKittrick swatted it on goal. It hit off of Egbert. Hattricks touch it, and it's a high stick. Face off outside the zone. Hattricks have won 4 in a row, points in 5 straight. Binghamton, winners of 3 consecutive, and 6 of the last 8. Black Bears in first place in the Empire, well ahead of the rest. And the Hattricks trailing the Rockers by 7 points for second in the division. Cross corner dump corralled by Ruiz, crashes in, shoots off the side. Egbert's got his glove between his legs. Holding on tight, kept it out of the net. 16 ticks on the Danbury power play with the face-off to the left of the Binghamton netminder. Shots are 17-6 Hattricks. They finished 16-6 after one. Really just the one mistake from Murray, mishandling the puck behind the net, led directly to Binghamton's only goal of the period. Not many offensive opportunities other than that for Binghamton. Pamelayan fluttered one off the glove of Egbert. Ruiz turns, shoots, blocked, locates, and the kick saved by Egbert. Deep in his net, the puck pinballed around, and on the doorstep, the Hattricks denied on a tap-in try. Falanga lifted it over the crossbar, a minute gone, second period. Hattricks are now 0 for 2 on the power play, as Murray halts play on a long-range wrister. Hattricks coming inches away from tying the game. Scully can't believe it. Would have been another power play goal for Scully. Mentioned his 5 behind Stoichevsky and Ruiz, who lead the way for the Hattricks. Ruiz with 7 and Stoichevsky 6. But all 5 of Scully's goals on the man advantage. He had one last night. Harwell races after it. Closed off by Liam Anderson. Woolley locates Harwell up top. Shot deflected wide. Weber collects and shovels it through center. Glove down by Abdella. He'll swat it in. Hattricks making partial changes. Elevated pass jumps the stick of Liam Anderson. Falanga chasing him, Harwell supporting as well. Samaro slips it through the middle, Logar. Left side, Smith rims it around, awkward bounce off the corner. Murray in his net, kept it out. Weber reloading, starts the rush, Hattricks take it away. Henning in the O-zone, right side. Worked on by Weber, closed off, Zinchenko centers. Off the back of the net, LaBelle flutters in. Around the dasher, Zinchenko and Davis fighting for it. Davis comes away with it, low to high, Henning shoots wide, springs off the backboards, and Smith, harassed, could not clear. Falanga one hands for Davis. Smith with some time, and his pass too far for Utoro, and Hattricks thought that was an icing. They waved it off. That third line for the Hattricks still on the ice. Now they make changes after an extended shift. 3 minutes off the clock, second period. 1-0 Binghamton on a first period goal from Utoro at 17:28. Icing on the Black Bears. Face off all the way back in the Binghamton zone.
Special welcome to the game. Yargos is here. Yargos is in the building.
Game 14 of 18 between the two sides this season. The Hattricks and Black Bears will play each other 4 more times after today. 2 here in Danbury and 2 in Binghamton, as Murray opts for the whistle. Left circle draw, Ruiz and Kirkby, the captains. Pamelayan controls. Rainbows it out of play, and it's a penalty. Delay of game on Pamelayan. He lifted the puck into the stands from inside his defensive zone. So Binghamton to its first power play of the afternoon. Hattricks 0 for 2 on their 2 chances. Their second opportunity bled over into the start of this period. Kirkby and Ruiz at the right circle face off yet again. Wobbling puck, Stone settles at the right point. Cross ice, Schultz. For Stone, fires over the net, bangs off the back glass, and LaBelle slings it down. McKittrick replaced by Zinchenko. Ruiz still on there. Abdella and LaBelle are the defensemen. Samaro reversed for Smith, chugging the legs, gets there first, swoops around the net, stick checked by Abdella. Across for Schultz, winds, shot blocked. Kirkby back for Schultz. Zinchenko took it away. 2-on-1. Zinchenko left side, Ruiz on the right. Across, Ruiz shoots, scores! Short-handed goal, Johnny Ruiz, and his hot stretch continues. It can only be described as remarkable what Johnny Ruiz is doing on a night-to-night basis. Zinchenko, who holds the team lead in shorthanded goals with 3, well, at least did before Ruiz tied him with his team-leading 28th goal this season, 3rd shorthanded goal. And for Ruiz, it's 7 straight games with a point. Unbelievable what Johnny Ruiz has done over the last couple of games, spanning 2 weekends, really. We continue to joke about Ruiz becoming a new father and that might having something to do with it, but he's been unbelievable. A chance for Binghamton, a kick saved by Murray. Still 30 seconds on the Binghamton power play. Point shot, ramped off the stick of Murray and into the netting. Seemed a bit off balance there, but keeps the puck out of the net. 28 ticks on the power play. Hamalayan is in the box for a delay of game. Ruiz with his 7th goal and 18th point against Binghamton this season. 14 games, he's played in all of them thus far against the Black Bears. Kirkby slips it inside, up top, Stone across Schultz, shoots, save, rebound, batted at, available at the right circle. Kept in Stone to the left side. Smith pulls, shot it wide, and it escapes the zone. And the Hattricks kill it off. Danbury capitalizes short-handed. Ruiz with the goal at 4:12 from Zinchenko. Kirkby lifts it in. LaBelle detects, sends out to center. They give Dustin Henning an assist as well. 4 assists in his last 4 games. Harwell gets past Weber. Woolley supporting, looking for reinforcements. Harwell up top, Pamelayan. High slot, drag, shoots. Held onto by Egbert. And we have hit the first media timeout of the second period. Hattricks get on the board. Ruiz shorthanded. What can he do? 1-1 here on the Hattricks Digital Network. Danbury-based Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson is your partner for the road ahead. They provide comprehensive legal guidance for individuals, families, and businesses. CME, let the pros handle your needs. Domino's is the official pizza of the Danbury Hattricks. Thin crust, pepperoni, sausage, you name the topping, and they got it. Domino's, they deliver. Fastenal, partner with Fastenal to simplify and secure your supply chain needs. They handle a vast range of industrial products, and if you want it, they can get it. The core belief is in the people at Fastenal. They empower their teams to do great things for yours. Grounds Donut House is the featured donut of the Danbury Ice Arena. Stop by the main stand and grab yourself one of the day's featured donuts. As good as it gets, don't miss out. Is your youth hockey team interested in playing in front of 2,000 plus Hattricks fans? Well, they can through the Hattricks Mites on Ice program. Players participate in a 5-minute mini game. Players also receive a complimentary ticket to the game, plus other exclusive benefits. Email me, Doug Latuca, to get involved. Doug at DanburyHattricks.com. Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, 14 minutes to play, second period. We're all knotted at one thanks to Johnny Ruiz's short-handed goal, assisted by Bowden Zinchenko and Dustin Henning at 4:12. Harwell smearing Liam Anderson along the boards. DiNicola laying the boom, and Binghamton taking exception. This could get ugly. Weaver down in the near corner on one knee. Hope he is all right. DiNicola knew it right away. He's laying flat on his stomach. Saw the numbers, shoved from behind. Fletcher and DiNicola barking at each other, being held back by the officials. And Weber being attended to by the medical staff. It started with Harwell finishing his check on the far side. Hattricks rimmed the puck in. DiNicola went after it and nudged Weber from behind. He appears to be all right, gliding his way to the bench on his own power. You can see him flashing in your screen. Officials talking it over. I don't anticipate additional penalties coming about. unless the officials believe that after the whistle, any actions warranted penalties. Looked like more of an aggressive chat for most of these guys. Steve Brown being acknowledged in the arena. There he is right in the middle. Line them up. Jared Yao, Jacob Ratcliffe, Steve Brown. My good friend Frank work together in the office. There's Eric Kaufman on the right. I believe that's Troy Harwell on the end. All the Hattrick scratches tonight, whether it's injury, suspension.
He's the British Columbia bullet. Jared Yao is here tonight. Jared Yao.
They're making all the introductions in the arena. Jared Yao suspended 2 games last night for a boarding incident very late in that game. See Corey Cunningham and Troy Harwell in the front, left to right. And Nick DiNicola is being escorted off the ice. His day might be over. Typically when the delay is this long, the officials are taking an extra look. They want to make sure they get it right. And match penalties tend to be handed out. Now, Kirkby discussing possibilities with the officials. Nothing is on the scoreboard as of yet. Kirkby doesn't seem pleased with the call, shaking his head, skating back to the bench. Right now it's listed as DiNicola, a boarding minor at 6:15. Now Josh Fletcher sitting in the box for Danbury. Jawan Davis will take a squat in the Danbury penalty box. A little bit of confusion on what the official call is. We will give it to you once we have it. Still filing in. All we know is DiNicola is in the locker room. Davis and Fletcher in the penalty box. 1 for Binghamton, 1 for Danbury. Hattricks with 4 skaters on. Same for Binghamton. There's 5 minutes on the board attached to DiNicola, assuming he got a 5-minute major for boarding and a match penalty. His night is over. And Fletcher 2 minutes for roughing for after the incident. Ruiz has a goal tonight, left side, inside for McKittrick. Hopped his stick. Schultz chugs the other way, cross ice feed, skate to stick Kirkby. Dips the shoulder, flips in front, through Schultz. Hattricks go the other way. Danbury with numbers, McKittrick right side. LaBelle joins late, right up the gut. Backhander save Egbert. And he holds on to the rebound. 4-on-4 hockey, open it up for the next minute and 5 seconds, barring additional penalties. So assuming everything goes to plan, following this minute and 5, Binghamton will go on a 3-minute and 5-second 5-on-4 power play, in which they can score as many times as they'd like. 1-1 hockey game. Binghamton scoring in the first. Hattricks getting on the board here in the second. Toro at 17:28 for the Black Bears. Ruiz shorthanded at 4:12 for the Hattricks. Woolley transitions from defense to offense. Shovels it in, chases after, double teamed in the corner. Puck is pried free by Smith, who darts up the right side. 20 to go on the 4-on-4. Smith unloads, fought off by Murray. Whistle blew, but the puck was loose. Official lost sight of it. He was camped out in the far corner. Did not get the best angle. Both teams make changes, 19 on the 4-on-4, and it turns to a Binghamton power play. Just want to make sure we get the penalties correct. Believe we had it off the jump, but just to confirm, 2 penalties at 6:15, one on Dina Cola. Check from behind, it's a major penalty. He is in the locker room. Juwan Davis serving, and Andrew Logar for boarding. A rather roughing. Has set up this 4-on-4, now turns to a 5-on-4. Kirkby, elevated pass inside. Anderson went tumbling down, delayed penalty. Extra skater on, 6-on-4, stuff in try. Kirkby possessed behind the net. They blew the whistle anyway. And Binghamton heads to the 5-on-3 power play. The carryover from the 5-minute major, Dina Cola for boarding. And now a hook on LaBelle. 11.5 minutes to go, second period, 1-1 the score, and a golden opportunity for Binghamton to break this game open. We've hit the media timeout. Step aside. Hattricks hockey on the Hattricks Digital Network. Mitchell, experience the difference. Mitchell has served the community since 1945. Heating oil, propane, and service for your home or business. Mitchell is ready to serve. Oak Ridge wait. Back here in Danbury, just a timeout from Binghamton. They mull things over ahead of this 5-on-3 power play for the next 2 minutes. They'll keep the 5-on-4 for an additional 49 seconds after that, following the boarding call assessed to Dina Cola. Seems to be a bit of an issue with the scoring still. We'll get the final word on it once it is corrected. Either way, it's a 5-on-3 for Binghamton for the next minute and 50 seconds. Stone across, Schultz shoots, deflected, stopped, kicked out again by Murray on the second chance from Kirkby. Back up top, Schultz. Low right, Kirkby waits, finds Schultz across, handcuffs Stone. Low left, Smith to Schultz, whacked it wide. Smith recoils. Back for Schultz to Kirkby, across, up top Stone, shoots, scores. Beat Murray on the blocker's side, and the Black Bears step back in front, 2-1 on the power play. Stone with his third goal of the season came in tops on the team in plus minus, was a plus 28 entering the game tonight. And sniped it past Murray. Nobody was in front of him. Hattricks had just 3 players on the ice defending a 5-on-3. So it goes to a 5-on-4, but still Binghamton can capitalize as many times as it would like, because it's a major penalty on Dina Cola. It says cross-checking on Dina Cola and a game misconduct at 6:15. And the additional penalty on Binghamton was roughing. Falanga chasing after it, shorthanded. Hattricks have already scored once, shorthanded, and a delayed penalty. A slash. So Binghamton's man advantage is over. Utoro, who scored the opening goal of the contest in the first period, the guilty party. So we will play 4-on-4 for the next minute and 54 seconds. Expecting there are no penalties, which might not be something that we can count on. McKittrick crisscrosses Harwell. Harwell to the net, backhanded it wide. It slid up the net. Weber curling in the corner. D to D, Liam Anderson. Forced back by McKittrick. Jams it up the boards. Kirkby supporting. And he'll flutter it on the backhand for Weber. Gets it back below the goal line. Outlet pass, Liam Anderson picked off by LaBelle, then upended. Free puck. Swatted ahead, Thompson lunging. Fanned on it, LaBelle gains the line, Tetro to the net, LaBelle shoots, save, and the rebound cleared. 4-on-4 hockey. More than midway through the second period, shots 22-13. Binghamton has its second lead of the night. Ruiz in, shoots, flipped it off the shoulder of Egbert after a toe drag move. Tetro hauled down behind the play, nothing called. And it's a delayed penalty. That's why the official's arm went in the air. We play on 4-on-4 as Tetro now back in the defensive zone. Harassed from behind, one hands it for Ruiz, 1-on-3, floats it, almost beat Egbert over the top. He was on his tippy toes, going to grab it, and he just got it. More than midway through the second period, Binghamton is back in front. You're watching Hattricks hockey on the Hattricks Digital Network. Mitchell experienced the difference. Mitchell has served the community since 1945. Heating oil, propane, and service for your home or business. Mitchell is ready to serve. Oak Ridge Waste and Recycling has the roots in the community for all of your needs. Residential and commercial. Oak Ridge is the official sanitation partner of the Danbury Hattricks. Hat City Physical Therapy is Danbury, Connecticut's leading provider of physical therapy and orthopedic specialists. Their highly skilled and caring team of licensed therapy providers are focused and committed to restoring your health and well-being so that you can return to the life you enjoy. Hope Plumbing offers a full range of commercial and residential services. Their team can assist you in all aspects of any plumbing-related needs you have. You have hope with Hope Plumbing. Are you looking to purchase Hattricks tickets for an upcoming home game? Call 203-794-1704 or log on to danburyhattricks.com. Get your seats in advance, avoid the lines, and get the seats you want. .9:06 remaining. Hattricks trailing by 1. 4-on-4 hockey. Left circle draw in the Hattricks offensive zone. Falanga out there with Zinchenko, Pamelayan, and Scully. Pamelayan drags, shot blocked. Zinchenko behind the net. JT Walters emerges, pestered by Zinchenko. Reloads, Zinchenko still on him. Hattricks to the power play, it'll last just 5 seconds. Scully fighting off a stick check. Slid ahead by Davis, 2-on-1 Zinchenko for Falanga, save by Egbert! A combination of the glove and the left pad stayed sealed and robbed Falanga from tying this game. Biggest save of the night so far for Egbert, moving from his right to left and keeping this a 1-goal advantage for the Black Bears. Binghamton took a 1-0 lead late in the first period. Utoro, Hattricks answered shorthanded Ruiz at 4:12 of the period, and Binghamton has since answered and stepped in front for the second time today. Utoro looking for his second, shoots, it fluttered wide. It was deflected by Abdella. Behind the play, a scrum. Puck swatted out by Ruiz. Gloves it down and a hand pass at center. You can make a hand pass in the defensive zone, but if it's played outside the zone or if one of the players is outside the zone, it is a hand pass. Face off to the right of Liam Murray. Binghamton's most recent goal at 9:04 on the power play, stoned from Smith and Kirkby. 2-1 game. First meeting in about a month between these two teams. Point shot, blocked in the high slot, and Woolley sauces it ahead. Harwell keeps it moving. Egbert out of the net, rims it around the kick plate. Samaro dumps off for Kirkby. Sent ahead. Pamelayan took a spill in the corner. Davis, one-hand effort, out of the zone. Harwell to Woolley behind the defense. Engaged with Izzo below the goal line. Woolley wrestling for it. And the Black Bears settle with Jake Schultz behind the net. Schultz faking a couple passes. Binghamton getting reorganized. Liam Anderson cross-ice feed off the skate of Izzo. Pressure applied by Tetro. Stone. Falanga took the puck away following the Fletcher pass, and Woolley outlets Scully. Bit of a misconnection. Trampolined off the blade of the veteran forward. Stone lost possession, and Egbert will cover. 6.5 minutes to play, second period. Binghamton 2, Danbury 1. And the shots officially 24-17. Hattricks. Both of these teams riding hot streaks. Danbury 4 games, Binghamton 3. It's the 14th meeting of the season between the two teams. Hattricks have won 4 of the last 6 after dropping 6 of the first 7. Connor Smith in, shoots off the post. Grazed off of Murray and then off the iron. He looked back, and he's got to thank his best friend for keeping this a 1-goal game. A wraparound from McKittrick. Egbert kept it out. Got there just in the nick of time. Stone, headman for Thompson, turned over Ruiz. Bouncing puck, McKittrick to LaBelle, could not handle. Chops it down low. Pamelayan double-teamed Stone. And Anderson take it away. Harwell leveling Jesse Anderson. Woolley scored twice last night, 3 points overall. Point shot steered away. Harwell leaves it for Pamelayan. Drop to Woolley. Harwell, low to high. Tetro shoots off the post. Woolley got a piece. Tetro, first pro goal last night. Inside Pamelayan, knocked away. Flipped down. Rolling, no icing. Binghamton gets a change, 5 minutes left. Second period. Pamelayan, elevated pass. Harwell fakes, backhand wide. Rebound through the crease. And Liam Anderson will calm things down. Kirkby steps over the red line, cross corner dump. Samaro pitchforks it, races after it. Kirkby keeps. It spits out to center. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Zinchenko shoots, save. Lively off the backboards. Davis centers, hoping for Falanga. Kirkby nullified the opportunity and sorted down. 4:20 the rating on the clock, second period. Falanga sent it out to center. Tetro gains the line. Sprints after it, collides with Schultz in the corner. Kirkby rainbows through center. Trickling puck. Anderson collides with Falanga. It's rimmed in deep. McKittrick crossing in front of his net. Pestered from behind, lost the handle, left it near the blue line. Scully steps inside, flutters one on, snagged by Egbert. And we have hit the final media timeout of period number 2. Binghamton with a 1-goal lead. Final 3 and change when we return to the Hattricks Digital Network. Since 1881, Omaha Beef Company has been supplying the Danbury community with meat and beef. Located on Maple Avenue, they are the featured product in the Danbury Ice Arena. When you say Omaha Beef Company, you mean top of the line. Tixer is the official ticketing partner of the Danbury Hattricks and Danbury Ice Arena. Log on and get your seats today. Great service and easy to use. Tri-State Legacy Group is an insurance group that focuses on putting your family needs first. Consult with them today and set your plan for the future. They care about people over products. It's that simple. Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, Black Bears 2, Hattricks 1, final 3:42 of the middle frame. Shots are 30-18 Hattricks. Binghamton got the scoring started late in the first period, but we'll take a look at the lone Hattricks goal. It was shorthanded, and you can probably guess who has it. Based off of his recent success, the captain, Johnny Ruiz, with his team-leading 28th goal of the season. Binghamton has since regained the lead. Power play goal at 9:04. Daniel Stone wristing it past Murray. Left circle draw, Scully and Logar. Binghamton wins. They bang it off the glass all the way down. It's an icing. And they'll place the face-off in the exact same spot. Hattricks going for the weekend sweep. Took down Elmira yesterday and Friday. 3-2 on Friday, 10-4 last night. In a 1-goal hole tonight, Hattricks trailed last night 3-1 and then exploded for 9 goals. Ruiz up the middle, McKittrick shoots, toes save Egbert. Scully's bid ramps off a stick. 3 minutes to go, second period. Samaro chugging the legs, left the puck behind. Harwell into the zone. Behind the play, there was some activity. Samaro and LaBelle. And both players will sit. So I think we're going right back to 4-on-4 hockey, where we have played a decent portion of this second period. It's 2:49 on the game clock. 2 minutes on the board for LaBelle, 2 for Samaro, who you see sitting in the penalty box. Face off at the near dot in front of the Hattricks bench. Harwell and Kirkby, 4-on-4 hockey. Harwell joined by Tetro, who possesses, Woolley and Abdella. Lots of room to operate 4-on-4. Woolley streaking up the left side. Puck knocked away by Kirkby. Free, Woolley picks it, goes around the net, shoots! Left pad save, spits out Abdella for Harwell. Flubbed the shot, didn't get all of it. Thompson fists it down. 1:20 on the 4-on-4, 2:10 in the period. Outlet pass, misconnected at Della to Woolley, and it's an icing, and Woolley tapping his chest, saying it's his bad. Hattricks trying to catch Binghamton in a partial change. Hattricks with 32 shots on goal. Nolan Egbert has made 31 saves. Only one to get by him. Johnny Ruiz shorthanded for 12 of the period. Tetro jumping up in the play yet again. It's a 1-on-3. Hattricks making changes. Filtered across. Liam Anderson picked it off and swirls back behind the net. McKittrick staples him to the boards. Weber had his pocket picked. Ruiz could not take the puck away. Smith, right side, drag, shoots, save Murray, and he's got the rebound. Kept the arm closed. And this time, unlike a couple minutes ago where it deflected off of his chest protector and off the post, this one, there were no crumbs to clean up afterwards. Face off to his left. Whistle blows. And the linesman kicking Kirkby. So Logar steps in. 43 ticks on the 4-on-4. Ruiz attempted to win it forward. Did so, but Weber kept. Liam Anderson walks the wall, spins. McKittrick leaning into him. Pamelaine behind the net. Searching for options. Has plenty of room up the gut. Intended for McKittrick, steered away by Egbert. Liam Anderson swerves out of trouble. Logar chips and chases. Pamelaine closes him off in the corner. Logar reaching for his face. Baseball swat by Kirkby at the blue line. Henning rubbed off along the boards. Back to 5-on-5 for the final 40 of the period. Falanga loses a black bear. Kisses it off the glass. Zinchenko charges after it. Egbert out of the net. Collides with Zinchenko. Stone going after him. Stepping in is Falanga. And they're going to go. Zinchenko and Stone. A couple of rights from both. First pro fight for Zinchenko. And they wrestle to the ground. Let's call it a draw. Zinchenko collided with Egbert in the crease inadvertently. Stone took exception. They both got a couple of licks with the right, but nothing like the Nick Delorier and Matt Rempe fight from yesterday in the Rangers-Flyers afternoon tilt. That was right before the Hattricks annihilated the River Sharks at 6 p.m. There's a 3 p.m. puck drop in Philly, and the Rangers winning it 2-1. And Matt Rempe, the 6'8" rookie, has a lot more penalty minutes than minutes played, that is for sure. Zinchenko and Stone are not 6'8". They did their best there. Gave the fans a show, but it's only a matter of time. A couple of teammates actually entered the conversation momentarily. Stone in the end ripping down Zinchenko to finish off the fight. A couple of good licks from Zinchenko, the rookie forward from Ukraine. Certainly not a fighter at all, but just defending himself. He did run in to Egbert, and it was in the crease, but there was no penalty called. So, based on what the penalty should be, Stone wiping his bloody nose and heading to the locker room. typically in that scenario, if there is no penalty prior, and there wasn't because Zinchenko was not penalized, and he was somewhat jumped by Stone, forced to fight, the Black Bears might get an extra 2 minutes. Well, the only penalties on the board are Zinchenko for 2 minutes. Now, I'm not disagreeing that goaltender interference is the correct or incorrect call. The problem is they let the play go for 5 to 7 seconds and did not call a penalty on Zinchenko, but seemed to have reversed course on their call. So the only 2 minutes on the board are for Zinchenko. Stone is in the locker room because 5 minutes for fighting. There's only 21.3 seconds to go in the period. So he'll just start the second period in the box, as will Zinchenko. I'm wondering why Zinchenko is still in the penalty box if he was given 5 for fighting and 2 for goalie interference. Anyway, final 10 seconds. Kirkby's shot, stopped by Murray along the near post. Whistle blew, official lost count. They give Stone and Zinchenko fighting at 19:39 and Zinchenko goaltender interference. I didn't know they had time machines here at the Danbury Ice Arena, but I guess they do. Now the referees having another conversation. They've decided the face-off goes to the near circle. 7 seconds. Scully and Kirkby for the draw. Tie up for it. Spits out. Anderson climbs the wall. Drops off. Kirkby shoots over the net. And that does it for period number 2. Hattricks still not happy over the call. Zinchenko goalie interference that has them shorthanded for the next minute and 38 seconds once we return for the third period. But it's a 1-goal hockey game. 1 goal for the Black Bears in the first. 1 goal apiece here in the second. Ruiz shorthanded at 4:12 from Zinchenko and Henning. But Black Bears have gotten back in front. Stone on the power play at 9:04 from Smith and Kirkby. And the Black Bears with another opportunity to extend the lead. Both teams exiting the ice. Fans getting rowdy in 102 for sure. It has been a loud afternoon for Sunday afternoon, the first Sunday game of the season. First of 4 that the Hattricks will host. 2 in March, 1 in April. Todd Maserati, Alfa Romeo, puck. Chuck-a-puck upcoming. We'll let you guys watch that before we step aside. But very strange game. Lots of long stoppages. Officials confused on a couple of penalties. The shots in the period 17-15 Hattricks. Overall 33-20 Danbury in front, but the Black Bears leading 2-1. On the power play, Binghamton is 1 for 3, Hattricks 1 for 5. And as we've mentioned, Binghamton with 1 minute and 3 seconds left on their power play. That'll carry over into the third. Chuck-a-puck time. They're inside the Danbury Ice Arena. They're letting them fly. Also want to mention, today was a complimentary Kids Club ticket for all Kids Club members. And Kids Club is easy to join. It's free to sign up for as long as your child is 14 or younger. You can do it right on the Hattricks website, the community tab. Just hit the Kids Club button and go through the sign-up process. Simple as can be. You'll get emails about special events, promotions, and ticket opportunities. All the Sunday games are Kids Club free ticket days. So if you have a child, sign them up. It's free. And also some exclusive events. Had a hockey clinic last week. Hoping to do another one of those later on in the season. And had a terrific event at Twister's Ice Cream Cafe with my friend Miguel Pereira. Free Kids Club for all Kids Club members, and got to meet some of the players. Players served him ice cream, actually. And I tried the Hattricks flavor. And similar to the Hattricks flavored wings at TK's, this flavor was off the charts good. It's kind of like a Cookie Monster, but orange. There's Herm Sorcher, up close and personal, reading off the pucks. Number 29, your winner. And he's naming former players in sports. 8-13 also a winner. 4 winners in the Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo. Chuck a puck. Unbelievable. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. They're going home. Happy. Hattricks hoping the next 20 minutes go their way. We'll find out in about 18 minutes. It's Binghamton 2, Danbury 1. 40 minutes in the books. Final game of the 3-3 for the Hattricks this weekend. And then Danbury will do it again next weekend. But trying to get crucial couple of points over the top team in the Empire Division. 20 minutes of regulation coming up. We'll step aside. Second intermission here on the Hattricks Digital Network.
A blue shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend take you out of this place, someone you can lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel
Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson is your partner for the road ahead. They provide comprehensive legal guidance for individuals, families, and businesses. CME, let the pros handle your needs. Domino's is the official pizza of the Danbury Hattricks. Thin crust, pepperoni, sausage, you name the topping, and they got it. Domino's, they deliver. Fastenal, partner with Fastenal to simplify and secure your supply chain needs. They handle a vast range of industrial products, and if you want it, they can get it. The core belief is in the people at Fastenal. They empower their teams to do great things for yours. Grounds Donut House is the featured donut of the Danbury Ice Arena. Stop by the main stand and grab yourself one of the day's featured donuts. As good as it gets, do not miss out. Is your youth hockey team interested in playing in front of 2,000 plus Hattricks fans? Well, they can through the Hattricks Mites on Ice program. Players participate in a 5-minute mini game. Players also receive a complimentary ticket to the game, plus other exclusive benefits. Email me, Doug Latuca, to get involved. Doug@DanburyHattricks.com. Mitchell, experience the difference. Mitchell has served the community since 1945. Heating oil, propane, and service for your home or business. Mitchell is ready to serve. Oak Ridge Waste and Recycling has the roots in the community for all of your needs. Residential and commercial, Oak Ridge is the official sanitation partner of the Danbury Hattricks. Hat City Physical Therapy is Danbury, Connecticut's leading provider of physical therapy and orthopedic specialists. Their highly skilled and caring team of licensed therapy providers are focused and committed to restoring your health and well-being so that you can return to the life you enjoy. Hope Plumbing offers a full range of commercial and residential services. Their team can assist you in all aspects of any plumbing-related needs you have. You have hope with Hope Plumbing. Are you? Final 20 minutes of regulation on a Sunday afternoon from inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Doug Latuca with you. Thanks so much for joining us on the Hattricks Digital Network. Can the Hattricks complete the comeback? They were down 1-0 after one period of play. They scored the equalizer shorthanded. Johnny Ruiz at 4:12. Binghamton has since regained the lead on a power play goal from Stone at 9:04. 14th meeting out of 18 between the two teams this season. Hattricks have won 4 of the last 6, and 3 of them have come after regulation. 4 of the Hattricks' 6 wins over the Black Bears have come in extra time. 3 of them in a shootout, including all the way back on October 20th, the 3rd game of the season, a 3-2 Hattricks shootout victory. If you go into the more recent past, Hattricks and Black Bears split a 2-weekend, 4-game series. 2 games in Danbury, 2 in Binghamton on the 12th and 13th, 19th and 20th. Hattricks won in a shootout, 5-4 on the 12th. They came from behind on the 19th in a 4-3 victory, 2 goals in under 2.5 minutes. And the most memorable of the Hattricks victories over Binghamton back on New Year's Eve, a 4-3 shootout win on the road in Binghamton. The Hattricks were down and tied the game late. Down 2 with under 6 to play, and then won it in a shootout. That was a time where Binghamton had really had the Hattricks number. If you think all the way back to December, yes, the Hattricks had taken them down on the 30th at home. That was an overtime win. I believe that was Brandon Stoichevsky got credited with the goal. LaBelle was flashing through the crease, did not get a piece in the end, and Stoichevsky deemed the overtime winner. Hattricks went on to take down Binghamton. That's what started the run. Hattricks lost 6 of the first 7 with Binghamton this season. Carryover penalties. Zinchenko in the box for another minute and 38 seconds. Goaltender interference. The call. Davis serves it for Zinchenko, who is also in the box, 5 minutes for fighting, as is Daniel Stone. They got into it after the goaltender interference. Puck is dropped. 3rd period is underway from inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Black Bears 2, Hattricks 1. Final game of the 3-3 weekend for the Hattricks. They swept the 2-game set with Elmira on Friday and Saturday. Binghamton has won 3 in a row. Controversial victory yesterday over Watertown, a goal that, if you take a look at the replay, did not appear to fully cross the line. Officials didn't even take a look at it. And the Black Bears, extending their lead at the top of the Empire Division, come in with 85 points, well ahead of Motor City, who's in 2nd. Hattricks are in 3rd with 61 points. 55 on the power play. Kirkby straddles the blue line. Touch pass. Logar stopped, and the rebound slips wide. LaBelle angles it off the glass all the way down. First minute off the clock, 3rd period. 40 ticks on the power play. Egbert with the headman pass. Logar the recipient. Behind the back feed. And Binghamton reorganizes. Halted at the blue line. Abdella springs forward. Logar smeared to the boards by Falanga. Binghamton gains the line. Shot from Thompson, fought off by Murray. Swept to the near boards. Spits out to Walters. Tap to Smith. Walks middle, looks for a lane. Shoots, blocked by Scully. It's in his skates. And Scully, wearing the A on his jersey tonight, outlets Falanga, who turbos up the near side, beats Walters to the puck 1-on-2, but left it behind. 1:40 into the 3rd period. Hattricks kill off the Zinchenko goaltender interference call. As Davis was serving it, he'll take a seat on the bench. Shots are 32-20 Hattricks. Nolan Egbert, 31 for 32 in the Binghamton net. Abdella dumped behind the goal. Ran into Utoro. And a delayed penalty. Harwell on the backhand, flips it ahead, whistle blows. And about 2 minutes in to the third period, the Hattricks head to the man advantage. Binghamton successful on one of their 4 tries tonight. Hattricks are 0 for 5. They do have a shorthanded goal. It was Johnny Ruiz at 4:12, their only goal of the night. First of 4 Sunday matinees this season, all happening in the back half. It's the push for the playoffs, the final third of the season. This game 41 of 56. Officials dispersing the information. Kirkby shaking his head as he glides back to the bench. Ruiz getting the confirmation. And the face-off is at center, and I believe they're sending Abdella to the box as well. Very strange. Once the information piles in, we'll give it to you. It's 4-on-4 yet again. Abdella and Fletcher in the box, interference at 2:13 of the period. Zinchenko and Stone are still in there for fighting near the end of that second. So more 4-on-4 hockey. It seems that the majority of this game has been played 4-on-4. Lots of room to operate. Jesse Anderson drops off, and Logar's shot shouldered away by Murray into the protective netting. Zinchenko and Stone released from the box. Hattricks playing with 9 forwards. Happy to have Zinchenko back in the mix. He set up Ruiz on the shorthanded goal. Only 5 defensemen for the Hattricks, and one of them, Zachary Pamelayan, who's on the ice, right behind Falanga. Did not practice all week. Played the last 2 games, but only took 2 or 3 shifts, and they all came last night. Kirkby fending off a check from Henning. Lost possession, took it away from Zach Pamelayan. Kirkby around the net, net side, feed shot over the net by Liam Anderson. Both Andersons can score and set up their teammates very effectively. They've both played a little bit of forward and defense this season out of necessity. Hattricks are missing 2 of their defensemen today, Jared Yao and Steve Brown. Brandon Stoychevsky and Corey Cunningham at the forward spot. One of their centers and one of their top goal scorers in Cunningham. Still without Jacob Ratcliffe and Kyle Gonzalez, both on the IR. Ratcliffe expected back in the next couple of weeks. The official took a spill behind the net. Fans applauding. Hattricks move from left to right. Tetro turned back. Recoils. Scully. Quick up for Woolley. Left side. Shoved from behind by Stone, who picks the puck up. 4 minutes off the clock. 2-1 Binghamton. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Right out of the box. Utoro. Knocked down Woolley. Samaro across. Handcuffed Fletcher. Winds it up top. Stone. Across for Schultz. Wrist shot. Off the skate of Henning. Abdella poking it forward. Could not clear. Utoro to Samaro. Gobbled up by Murray. And a D-zone face-off upcoming. Hattricks and Black Bears both make changes. Mention the Hattrick scratches tonight. Dakota Bond, upper body injury, and Don Oliveri, a healthy scratch. Oliveri, someone who has dominated the Hattricks this season. Seems like every time these two teams play, he's on the score sheet. Not in the lineup tonight. So far, just 3 goals between the two teams. 1 in the first for Binghamton, 2 in the second. 1 for the Hattricks and 1 for the Black Bears. Hattricks can't clear. Kirkby, low right. Flips it up top. Stone shoots, kick save. Schultz, second opportunity. Block, another chance in front. And it was lifted over the net by Izzo. Stone's turnaround bid. Blocked by Harwell. LaBelle tried to reverse. Grazed off the shin pad of Smith. Fresh off the bench. Thompson snaps it in. Rolling puck, Pamelayan. Filters it off the boards, hit the linesman. And McKittrick finds Zinchenko, has some space. Zinchenko went to the backhand, could not untangle his stick. Logar's cross-ice pass, partially blocked. Abdella knocks it down. Picking up the left wing, drops Zinchenko to the net, blocked. And Scully, full extension dive, swats it back for Tetro. Banked off the boards, picked off by Binghamton, and filtered in. 6 minutes of race, third period. Hattricks trail by 1. Slap shot, steered to the corner by Murray. Logar applies the pressure. Davis lifted the stick. Samaro came away with it. It was batted out to center, and Liam Anderson wheels it around. Woolley waiting for it. Forced to turn back, double teamed along the boards, gave the puck away. Pride-free Kirkby crashing in, pass was detected by Tetros, sliding to knock it away. Fletcher was all alone on the left post. In front again. They whack away. Fletcher, wraparound. It squirts to the far boards. Zinchenko shovels it out through center. Not enough for icing, but a penalty. Hattricks trailing by 1. Head to the man advantage yet again. They have yet to score on the power play tonight. Golden opportunity to tie the game on their 6th opportunity. Stay with us on the Hattricks Digital Network. Since 1881, Omaha Beef Company has been supplying the Danbury community with meat and beef. Located on Maple Avenue, they are the featured product in the Danbury Ice Arena. When you say Omaha Beef Company, you mean top of the line. Back here in Danbury, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Columbus taking down Motor City. That's good for the Hattricks. Danbury on the heels of Motor City for second place in the Empire Division. The Bobcats, as of 5 o'clock, with a 2-0 lead over the Zydeco. River Sharks and Watertown, 7:05 start. Playoff implications in that one for sure. The 4 and 5 spots to be determined. And right now, coming into the weekend, Elmira holds a 4-point lead over Watertown. And if you ask the Wolves, they would have loved some points last night. They had a 4-goal lead in the third period against Binghamton and lost the game in a shootout. Left circle draw, Hattricks to the power play. Under 13 to play, 1-goal game, top unit on. Ruiz slips it for LaBelle, wrist shot blocked, directs to McKittrick. Return LaBelle across Ruiz, slap shot, fought off by Egbert. Behind the net, spits to Ruiz. Shovels it below the goal line. Scully stapled along the boards, clear attempt, rims around, 30 seconds off the Hattricks power play. Danbury is 0 for 6 so far tonight. They do have a shorthanded goal. Ruiz back in the second. A unit that has scored in 5 straight games. McKittrick for Ruiz. Fanned, has it back. Feathered it in front. It was denied. Hattricks regroup. LaBelle for Scully. They play catch. McKittrick across for Scully, bouncing puck. LaBelle has a lane, shoots, deflected, and cleared to the near corner. 45 on the power play, 11:40 in the period. McKittrick walks the wall. Harwell surveys, tape-to-tape Ruiz. Up top, LaBelle, 35. To Ruiz, flashes, shoots. Absorbed by Egbert as he was holding that left post and kept the arms together. Hattricks entered tonight 8 for 69 on the power play against Binghamton in the first 13 games. But in the last 6, Hattricks had 6 power play goals on 30 tries and power play goals in 6 of the last 7 versus Binghamton. Tonight, they're 0 for 6, 15 seconds away from failing on their 7th try. They're down by 1, approaching 11 minutes to go in the game. Davis at the red line. Feathers it in. Falango wins the battle. Kicked free by Walters. Log jam along the near boards. Falango went down. Puck all the way down, rolling. It's an icing. And the face-off back into the Binghamton zone. Fans getting into it with a Let's Go Hattricks chant. Black Bears cannot change. Billy McCreary sending out his top line, Ruiz, Scully, and McKittrick. Scully tends to take the face-offs in these scenarios, and he will again here. Tetro and Abdella are the defensemen. Abdella's last goal, November 24th against Binghamton. Tetro scored his first professional goal last night. A failed scoop from Liam Anderson. Scully took it. Anderson chased after it. And the Hattricks looking to break into the offensive zone. Shot off the leg of McKittrick, scooped up. Ruiz shoots right into the midsection of Egbert, who was well on top of the crease. Almost anticipating that drive from Ruiz. Ruiz grabbing his 28th goal of the season, team high, points in 7 straight games. 9 goals during that span, 14 points. His 7th goal against Binghamton, and this the 14th game. Tetro's snapper went wide. Falanga tracked it down. Now lifting the stick of Smith. And it's skied through center. Abdella to Woolley, who tapped it up the boards. Dump and chase. Anderson and Smith working together. Get the clear for Binghamton. Kirkby sends it in deep. Through Harwell and Schultz. Hit the stick of Somero, and once again Harwell fumbled the puck in the neutral zone. Fans getting loud. Harwell shoves Schultz right in front of the bench. Zinchenko on the backhand, lifting it all the way down. It's an icing. But it's the media timeout as we are more than midway through the 3rd period. Hattricks facing a D-zone faceoff when we come back in a 1-goal game on the Hattricks Digital Network. Vision Designs, the official merchandiser of the Danbury Hattricks. Vision Designs is a full-service screen printing, embroidery, signage, and promotional company locally owned and operated in Brookfield. Vision Designs is the hometown company with the national power. Check them out at visiondesignsct.com. Decker Tool Rental is the official full-service equipment rental shop, providing a complete line of quality equipment to all types of contractors, tradesmen, and do-it-yourselfers. Visit them today at 84 Federal Road in Danbury or on the web at deckertoolrental.com. Kafala Coffee. Real coffee? Good coffee? No, great coffee. Plus hot chocolate right on the concourse level at the Danbury Ice Arena. Kafala Coffee. Stay warm this winter. Back in Danbury, 9:18 on the clock. Black Bears 2, Hattricks 1. Shots are 36-24 Danbury, but Nolan Egbert has stopped all but one. It was Johnny Ruiz shorthanded in the second period. Binghamton got on the board first in the opening frame and has the most recent goal, Stone, on the power play. That was back in the second as well. Egbert smothers it. Mentioned the last time Binghamton was here on January 13th. Nolan Egbert was the analyst on Binghamton's broadcast. Long Island kid. And he is so far 36 for 37. Right circle draw. The captains do it again. Stuck on the dot. Danbury wins it. Clanked off the glass by Abdella. Walters retrieves, outlet pass, looking for Izzo. Detected. He slips past the check of Abdella. Henning lays a shoulder into him. Abdella flutters for McKittrick. Cross ice, Scully skates into it and settles the wobbling puck. Drop off Abdella. In his skates, hauled down by Jesse Anderson. Binghamton the other way. Kirkby, 1-on-3. Takes it outside, shoots, chipped it into the netting. And a stoppage. Final game of February for the Hattricks. They've won 4 games in a row, points in 5 straight. Open the month 0-3-2. 2 wins in Watertown last weekend, 2 to start this weekend against Elmira. They trail by 1 to Binghamton. Smith turns, shoots, deflected. Murray just got enough. Turnaround bid, 2 saves from Murray. Rebound spits out to the slot. And it trickles out to center. Harwell into the zone. Has Tetro trailing. Finds him, shoots. Glove save, Egbert. Smith shielding the puck. Races the other way. Scoops it in deep. Rolling down, it's an icing on Binghamton. Officials say it is not an icing. They'll reverse it and put the face-off at center ice. Saw that once or twice last night. The puck did not get below the goal line there, so the officials changing the call right away. So a center ice draw. Kirkby tied up Falanga, and Liam Anderson came away with it. Davis bunted it down. Chipped it through center. Falanga lost his stick. He'll soccer it ahead. Shoved by Kirkby. Falanga did the job for the most part. Forced Binghamton to reset. Wobbling puck. Thompson had his stick lifted by Davis. He chugs the legs, and Shanko centering try in the skates of Falanga. And Binghamton gets it deep. 7 minutes to play. 2-1 Black Bears. Final game of the 3-3 for the Hattricks. And the third game of this 9-game homestand, and the Hattricks have iced the puck. Black Bears getting outshot 26-37, but possess a 2-1 lead. Game of hockey is funny, isn't it? 14 combined goals last night in the Hattricks and River Sharks game, a 10-4 win. And tonight, only 3. None here in the third thus far. Centering pass. Ruiz absorbs it. Darts up the middle. Shoots off the glove of Egbert and into the netting. That's the second or third time that Egbert's had some trouble near his face area with the glove. In that second period, Ruiz shoveled one that nearly beat Egbert over the top. Had to reach up on his tippy toes to make the save. Logar and Ruiz, right circle face-off. Hattricks in a 1-goal hole. Danbury's won 4 of the last 6 against Binghamton. Trying to take down the top team in the Empire. Logar wheels around the net. Clear try, spit out in front. Binghamton having trouble exiting the zone. Stone, who right now has the go-ahead goal for Binghamton. It was on the power play at 9:04 of the second. Fletcher eludes a stick check. Taken down, gets back to his skates. Smith shoots. Murray didn't know where it was. Finally located it and covered. A quick wrist shot that stunned Murray. Now the face-off at the near circle, Kirkby and Harwell. Seems like Kirkby's out there almost every other shift. LaBelle directed a pass off the boards. Turned back quickly, and the Hattricks try to break out again, and Woolley drew a penalty. The stick chopped out of his hands by Schultz right in front of the Binghamton bench. And a Hattricks power play that tonight is 0 for 7, gets its 8th opportunity. Let me remind you, the Hattricks have power play goals in 5 straight games, entered 13 for their previous 54 before tonight's struggles. Top unit on. LaBelle quarterbacks. Sauced across McKittrick, pulls, shoots, blocked, swatted at by Ruiz, and Egbert controls the rebound. Top unit of Ruiz, Scully, Harwell, McKittrick, and LaBelle. Hattricks last night scored 3 power play goals. Have 13 over the last 5 games. 15 seconds off the power play. LaBelle, center point across. Ruiz drives it and scores! Johnny Ruiz, his second. He's sizzling. And the Hattricks tie the game. I don't know if they know who has it, but Harwell will lead the line. Ruiz gives him a hug. Let's give Chase Harwell the credit. Hattricks don't care who scored it. All that matters is that it crossed the goal line. Ruiz in his spot, slapping one home. Harwell gets a piece, and this game is tied. A very funky, strange Sunday afternoon game. Not much offense. Both goalies playing well.
Danbury Hattricks power play goal. His second of the game, scored by number 19.
And it's a 2-2 game. Pamelayan stuffing dry. Just hearing it over the loudspeaker, they have given the goal to Ruiz. Tetro near side for Woolley. Wrist shot. Waffled to the far side. Abdella pitchforks it below the goal line. Harwell for Abdella. Creeps to the middle on the backhand. Shot blocked. Woolley shoots. Hit Pamelayan, who was face first on the ice. Abdella Finds Woolley, bouncing puck. Weber resets with 4.5 to play. Teams have exchanged goals tonight. Binghamton took a 1-0 lead in the first. Hattricks tied it. Binghamton stepped back in front, and the Hattricks with the equalizer. As of now, it's Johnny Ruiz with his second goal of the night. His team-leading 8th power play goal. LaBelle with another assist. He had 4 points last night, 2 assists in that one. And he has points in 6 straight games, 10 assists during that span. Puck is rimmed in deep, under 4 to play, third period. Slipped in front, taken away by McKittrick. 3-on-2 for the Hattricks if they hurry. McKittrick steps inside to LaBelle. Shot! Fought off by Egbert, nearly lost his footing in the crease. LaBelle sauces it in. 41 shots for the Hattricks. 2 have snuck past Egbert. Ruiz with his team-leading 28th and 29th goals of the season. Point total up to 52. Zinchenko takes it away up the left side. Shoot safe. Davis on the doorstep, couldn't put it home. Falanga drags his shot off a leg. Bouncing puck. Pride free. Fletcher up the near side. Scoops it in deep. It's waved off. No icing. Zinchenko turned over by Fletcher. Mini 2-on-1. Shot, scores! A snipe from Peter Izzo in his first game with the Black Bears. Binghamton 3, Danbury 2. The professional debut for Peter Izzo. He picked the corner on Murray. And the Black Bears lead 3-2. So with under 3 minutes to play, the Hattricks, who had the momentum, had tied the game on Ruiz's second goal of the night at 14-28. Once again find themselves down by 1. They lead the charge. Harwell, left side, in front for Henning. It was blocked. Walters rims it around the boards. And it's clanked off the glass out to center. LaBelle with under 2.5. Awkward carom off the backboards. And Binghamton, holding on to a 1-goal lead, clears the zone. Harwell steps inside the line, surveys, shoots. Deflected up high. Woolley. Turnaround bid. Wide. Walters claps it off the boards. Glove down by Smith. Murray still in the net with under 2 minutes to go. Third period, Hattricks trailing by 2. The go-ahead goal, Peter Izzo at 17:10 of the period. Unassisted goal. Izzo forced a turnover in deep. Now the Hattricks in a 1-goal hole with 1:47 remaining here in the third period. Final timeout here in Binghamton. We will stay here. And if you're just joining us, let's recap how we got here. It's been a relatively quiet afternoon for both of these teams. Andrew Alturo with the game-opening goal at 17:28. Andrew Logar with the assist. Hattricks answered early in the second. It was Ruiz shorthanded from Zinchenko at 4:12. But about 5 minutes later, Binghamton set up on the power play. Got back in front, 2-1. Stone with the goal from Smith and Kirkby. Here in the third period, 2 goals apiece. Ruiz leveled things off on the power play. His second of the night, assisted by LaBelle. Slap shot. Harwell thought he got a piece. He led the line, but either way, they have given it to Ruiz. But about a minute, 2.5 minutes later, Binghamton has grabbed the lead right back. Peter Rizzo in his pro debut has made it 3-2. Murray to the bench, extra skater on, net empty. Ruiz, slap shot, blocked. It's filtered off the glass, rolling down Abdella. Swats it forward. Hattricks with McKittrick, Tetro, Falanga, Ruiz, Scully, and Abdella on. Scully shoots, juicy rebound. Kicked free by Kirkby and cleared out to center. Less than a minute 15. Vacant cage for the Hattricks. Kirkby knocks down, goes for the empty net, bouncing, it's in. Tyson Kirkby from his defensive zone, rainbowed it through center and bounced it in. And the Black Bears lead 4-2. .102 the reading on the clock, third period. Some fans filing their way down. Off the face-off, Pamelaine gets the red line. Across for Zinchenko, play is offsides. As we are under a minute to go. Hattricks got right back in this game thanks to Ruiz, but Binghamton with the next 2 goals has its biggest lead of the night, 2, and 4-2 the score. Final 40 seconds. Icing waved off. Walters behind the net. Hattricks not applying much pressure for a team down by 2. Smith angles it off the boards. Pamelaine across for LaBelle, gets the red line, slaps it in. Still 5-on-5. Hattricks have not emptied the net. 15 seconds. Kirkby lined up by Pamelaine, and here we go. Smith took exception, him and Pamelaine engaged. Now Kirkby and Pamelaine fighting or faking it, and Harwell was ripped down from behind by Smith. Oh boy. Kirkby and Pamelaine were off to the side, and it was Smith who ripped down Harwell. Dangerous play. Only 6 seconds left on the clock. Davis grabbed by Jesse Anderson. Official with a karate chop to separate them. Kirkby running his mouth, as he has through the first 13 matchups so far, including tonight. They've sent Pamelaine off. Kirkby being talked to by the officials. I mean, there's only 6 seconds left. Let me just figure it out and end the game. It all started, Pamelaine took a run at Kirkby, misconnected on the check, and then Smith came over. Pamelaine slipped out of the grasp, and then Smith grabbed Harwell and fired him down to the ice. Kirkby is off to the locker room. just waiting for the official wording, and fans are still wondering what the deal is here. We'll see it after. There was a scrum. Smith came over immediately and grabbed Pamelayan. But at first I thought Pamelayan was tied up with Smith, but it was really Kirkby and Pamelayan just jawing at each other. And then Smith ripped down Harwell. We don't have a great look at that as we were more focused on Kirkby. Prolonged ending. Oh boy. We've got the head coach of Binghamton, Brant Sherwood, and Bob D'Alessio, the Hattricks equipment manager, going after it. Now that started at the beginning of the season and has continued throughout the year. There's a dislike between the two. Of course, these two teams not fans of each other. The fan base is the players, the personnel as well. And Bob D'Alessio, the equipment manager of the Hattricks. Well, the final 6 seconds. Black Bears win it 4-2. No extra stuff after the whistle. And the Black Bears take the first Sunday game of the season at home from the Hattricks. 4-2 the final score. A wonky type of game. Shots finished 44-33. It was a tie game with about 5.5 minutes to play. And then Binghamton, Peter Izzo in his pro debut with the game-winning goal at 17-10. Kirkby added the empty netter. And that does it for the third game of the weekend for the Hattricks. Well, Hattricks' 4-game winning streak comes to an end. They salute the fans. Binghamton escorted off the ice. And the Hattricks come up just short tonight against the Black Bears in the 14th meeting of 18 between the two teams. Black Bears and Hattricks will meet up again one time in March, 3 times in April. The date is March 9th. It's alumni night here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Still part of the 9-game homestand here in Danbury. And we'll be right back on the air for 3 games. Hattricks and Port Huron Prowlers next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday at 7:30 puck drop, Saturday 7, and Sunday at 3. 4-2 the final. That just about does it for us here on the Hattricks Digital Network. For everyone helping out behind the scenes. Let's get out of here before more chaos ensues. I'm Doug Latuka saying have a great rest of your night. Hattricks fans, enjoy the rest of the weekend, and we'll talk again on Friday night, 7:30 puck drop. Prowlers are back in town for the second time this season, finishing off the season series.